Oh yeah, this is Jacking Heaven will go in front of myself. Hmm. Course code keywords in my name of myself, control code of every apps of myself. To participating, just now I'm gonna make a high tech root movie clips collection by the Dr. Rajans of myself. To the reason of in the name of the about like in the story of the God's God gave which it like in the Dr. Jones named of myself Sugar Kodavul Ointment. I met some of the high tech roads movie clips collection about like in the Dr. Jones life schedule about himself like in the heaven hell like in the Holy Spirit about life and making the LLA like in the making a 1976 fantasy effect way of illusioning way of like in the hypnotic wondered fantasyful magical like in the illusion some of the can't get the single stick of matchbox things can make it a group movie clips about the Dr. Rogers of myself. The Dr. Roy Jones, like in the his himself, like in the his real name is Infant Tonandroj, and himself in the English way himself name is Dr. Roy Jones, named Infant Tonandroj. Just now, like in the today, like in the time is 4:08 a.m. Monday, May 18, 2026. Just now, in my name, Dr. Roy Jones of myself, jacking the heaven will go the sky clouds of creating God of myself. Just now, I got 30 age of myself. Totally like my life is participating in the calculating and learning and aggressive and progressive way of like in the mind sensitive moments and tongue tasty and with every implode explode things to any of the hypocrite people of the sick was vibration was suddenly came into my tongue sick of myself believing way of myself so I can learn and progress the aggressive way of my fear mind like in the I can came my 30 age like in the so perfectly and make to create the sky clouds creating God and some of the sport to do like the skill stroke troubles was quoted and countable to some of the focus on my spirit of my Dr. Roger spirit of myself. Uh, in the way of like in the I can done my childhood and engage life both to happily living in my life like in the togetherly to make a flag friendship of my actions and lections and action making a clean way of the making way of the fragrance way of the Roman Catholic way of living life and making agreed everything of the like what is in the honor life participating believing testy studies and some of the LLF activity I can make a followed and I am also participating in my life to the reason of I can uh, also orderly got the IDs in my childhood and engage life path got the IDs like in the in my I can founded in myself I'm participating in this world universal the childhood life is participating some of the way of the things after eat my peanut butter like in the muscle of wave like in the ice way like in the things rice like in the cold rice like in the full water fully like it's called by with the mixed of the using of side dish of the peanut butter jelly making achieve output it makes some of the senses of the hundred do things of my making the stomach stone of my free stuff like in the LLA activity free of the independent ad breezes of myself to the using of the HEV outputs of my peanut butter muscle of the rice tube of the thing is used for my it's everything about my life it is participating one of the most wantedly some of the LLA activities participating where HEV of my output things only they participating some of the ecstasy of the some of the things engage also I do some of 3,000 above things of myself to the reason of some of the KFC chicken output achieve automatically they came some of the peoples like the opposite gender came and entered to my life countable to eat of the fresh food of the self. They are look like in the they are my relatives like in the opposite genders. They are looks like in the perfect men and woman genders we have the things like they are came uncountable to eat the fresh food of the self to the reason of some of the troubles they got. I don't know what is the reason. They only like after accountability the in the childhood peanut butter masala and in the engage KFC chicken accountable to eat of the self. That is the reason. In my output HV they like quoted and making show some ecstasy of myself. I can make the 100 in my childhood and 3000 do some of the LL output for my didn't make any of the real 6 month do things I can make happily living in my life. To the reason of my HIV outputs only show some of the things like I can do LL activities, some of the vibrating of myself in the opposite gender woman do externally anything do of myself. So I can do like in the 3100 way of my LLD activities so orderly and enjoyably like participating in my life and using some of the aided of the 5 idli of chutney gives some of the 8400 some of the above like in the 8400 above hand shown things freely give for myself after eat the 5 idli in my childhood. I can happily still now think about my 30 age of myself. I can thinkly happy living of my life so happy of myself. So I can the engaged life path in the second to my 17 age life path. I can go to Alayoli life schedule. But it's one of the wrongly in the wanted way of life path before entered like in the 18 age I got the Alayoli power. So I can make admitted in the rehabilitation center and learn some of the critical way of the lessons of the English is participating number one language and recovery eternity god and what is participating in a life like in the 1 year in the rehabilitation center 2 center I can released after got the 17 age of the early I got the hallucinated of myself Mariamno stone proposal of myself I can enter the got the early power and admitted in the rehab 1 year and return back my home. In the return back to my home, like in the Chennai, some of the trouble I got, so I can came my native village of the Naganga, put in the Tiruvannamalai. I saw the what is the real sex boy, the childhood and engaged life path only participate didn't having the real sex. My HIV output make some of the secrets hidden way of the in my HIV. It makes some of the contribute to in the opposite gender or any of the men fresh foods like in the what is roaming in the on the streets is participating KFC chicken some of the peanut butters on the streets contributed they eat fresh food they watching my achievement they give some of the uh, vibration was came might do the things but in the wanted way of life path only participating the reason of real six foot I saw the real six foot in the visioning of myself. The opposite gender black-headed woman showed in my near I am only participating in the infant way of the things. The showing some of the didn't make any of the real sex. It have the one of the visioning having thought of having she shown in my gender on participating in my name again for the black gender shown the concept. I can so goosebump and believe the girl she came and make love together of the sin she make done my what she shown of the visioning only thought of visioning in my gender I'm participating in the lines of life for like in the god in front of myself. But she, after the contest shown the in my gender, I am participating in front after the concept, the black woman gender, try to drop myself and making roaming in the another guy and making some of the tested of my like in the lib of the vibrating of my every repetitive medic system she's tested of myself. So in the toxic of the believing way of myself, like in the ghost code spirited of myself, the childhood and engaged life path I can participating some the UCUP CW process of myself to the more noticed god of myself in the named way of Poseidon and some of the infant Surgo coded spirited name high god of myself. The wanted way of life path what saw the what is the real 6 minute got the traitor of the black gender woman activity, I can make q cup cw near to the some of the in my native place, and it makes unconscious. I make the life shifts moment to the reason of the vibrating was the trajectory vibrating was came to some of the opposite gender woman. So I make panicked of myself, tongue sick of myself. I make q cup cw nearby some of the place. So after do the UCUP CW, the blood moon was came some of the critical measuring of the symbols was came like in the measured some of the ice visioning I got it. The blood moon was covered every universal and every whole nation in my native wherever small every whole nation the blood moon was covered to the reason of my latest moment of myself so go cuddle of myself in Patronadroch. You could see the process that blood moon was came and covered everywhere of the skull broke of the fully blood moon. I found out the matter to the use enough to watch the Surga Siragal. After only I believe I saw the what is the blood moon to the reason of after saw the Surga Siragal movie concept of the Mary to say Mari Yesu Christ in my named of myself. So, the view of the blood moon was covered in my yoke of CW. Since the whole world is turned into me only saw the what is the real sex mate and what is the process called the traitor of the opposite gender woman like in the make of CW. All the relation my parent is turned into some of the skill broke to mind countable to see myself. The reason of I can come to the countable to know anything in the name of myself. So go and only prince of myself. So the blood moon was calibrously and affectedly and childhood engaged heaven held paradisically, but Spillbrook came to everywhere and daily tortured myself using of some of the skill broke minded I mean only life safe momentable way of the things to make CW. It make root in the spirit of myself into some of the spirited of myself. So I can on my only took some of the books and notes for myself, took a pen and wrote my name into the page. Dr. Roy Jones, I took wrote movie clips. I can wrote out 137 Rolls Royce stories of myself, countable to saw any of the single poses of myself. The childhood also I can put the infant of the God's God cave, which is named infant in my name beyond the have a million named of myself. Infant is participating. If anyone like in the view of the display shown of participating, I found the calculating one man is participating to show the ID him participating some of the wrongly they see any of the displays nearby. Agreedly, that is the one of the way of motivating in my life. So I saw the I make high tech root movie clips collection 137 movies. Anyone like saw in my post they make bus spot out to save my name infant near to my hearing function. They make died and give my soul myself to the reason of I am participating and naming my name in front of the in my childhood. I saw the real truthable matter. So I can make 137 in the critical view of after do the UCUP CW process. I do the high-tech root movie clips collection 137 plus Rolls Royce stories for myself. The named pronoun of the in my name, Dr. Roy Jones to the reason of it is one of the God's code pronoun named the Sky Cloud creating God of myself. So I can make happy living in my life to write a story and read make to the reason of I got the trait and lives of momentable both. Oh, severely like in the blood moon was covered everywhere. The reason of daily in my curricular activity of my life just moment harmonious studies plus I found that the fully blood moon was covered and I got out this quickly. I was captured by the blue moon of the figure shown way of like the blue moon covered myself and many more hypocrited people was saw myself into the mentioned in myself in front of the and the orderly every men gender is turned into woman gender and types of studies plus 17 moon activity they participating. To the reason of I blue moon was covered myself. I can possibly the number one, number two, number three, number four, number five figure I got. Both the opposite gender saw myself, the blue moon spirit of the woman gender of the figure of myself. All the girls opposite gender girl is turned into I myself The second number blue moon in my name, the woman gender of myself. Whoever see my opposite wishing they are turned into small, small worms and single leaf of the self. In my truthable having in my spirit of the heaven moral spirit of the nails function and attracted in myself, I am participating, they say. So the way of the things, all the women who they see myself, other turned into five women shown. I knew the names what is participating number one neural mirror, number two Oricamo, the Prince Mary, number three Mary Rose of my God of myself, number four Dr. Roach is my name like in the Son Lord Mary of myself. Number five, Irumbore Arson, like in the rosemary figure of myself of daughter. Whoever see in the opposite gender in the visions of the woman gender and participating in the heaven order do like in the countable to hide the men gender is participating in woman gender. The secret is hidden by in the wanted way of the life, both in the truthable goosebump way of living life. I found that all the women turned into leaves and worms who were see the opposite visioning. In my visioning, who they are see, I am participating in the name. They are turned into whoever see myself, the things of matter of myself. So I can agree and also turn into the family, whole family and houses into small, small matchbox stick of myself. Wherever I'm through it, I'm the light of like in the stashes, small, small stash cigarette ashes. They are like in the living like in opposite gender. They turn into matchboxes and torture myself. I'm participating some of the control code of the Instagram, Facebook after the concept open the IDs of myself. And many more years I got the blue moon, black moon types of moon. I found that the whole world is participating the spirit of the Dr. Royal spirit of myself. The whole universe is already I'm say participating 959 planets plus subplanets but Milky Way universe having. So it was accurately like possibly only like accurately it is called by to the order of the heaven kingdom in my named of myself. So it was briefly and explainedly, it was only called by six kingdom plus 17 moons. I found out the matter to the reason of worthier spirit of my some of the tongue sick, the blood rune, like in the blood rune way of my blood things, like in the sake of myself, and shown of the skin stone. I found that worthier poetry way of myself. So after like the quote Dr. Rogers of myself, I can get the wings having the God of myself. I saw in my wings my eternity God many more times using of easily I can so I got fearful in the Maria Susi Work Maria Jesus the wings is participating butterfly iridium and some of the powerful wings having the Maria Joseph Ave Maria Jesus Christ wings some got and Marian Colo Dragon wings some god and Arabic Atlantic beautiful prince of myself like in the fireboard wings and demon Lucifer having the black spirited on my demon Lucifer and many more types of ghost god in my name ye infant on the so Surga Kadav on put in the God's crown and the Maria say work Maria Jesus in the name of myself Dr. Roy Jones Kaiklo creating God in my name. I got the types of crows having that separate wings of being God behind my shoulder. Saw the eternity view of my process and I found that they are also whoever see in the flying of myself in the opposite of the whoever it is. They are also turned into small leaf form for myself. That is the reason I can agree the human way of living life, making like in the smoking marijuana life and showing the ecstasy of the participating. What is participating in the accurate time way of the calculating way of the tricks way of the making living life and making the heaven and fantasyful making the illusion way of magical momentable of the smoking way of the things and what is participating in the correct 4.7 second 17 point seconds what is participating the human way of life only found out the wings didn't want everywhere anytime the human life is preciously participating he only calculating what is the seconds is participating in or whatever things he having in the extra having the things he have he calculated what he want in the seconds of the things. So he found the six kingdom plus 17 moons of the things. he got the powers of the many more powers of the magical powers to control every apps to using of his perfect visioning and using of his everything. That Dr. Roy Jones catered 16,000 above have the wings code and a magical powers code and crowned the world's number one God's code figuration of the Hosanna figuration he got and types of God's code can't able to count the figuration having the every genders he got the more than 959 12,500 above figure he have but the Dr. Roger is particularly selected by in the world's number one God's code Hosanna figuration to the reason of he got the wings coated god of myself. He have the illusion hypnotic. The Doctor Roy Jones having the heaven knowledge particularly. Automatically, some of the months he got the jacking the heaven God himself named Doctor Roy Jones to the reason of countable to found out only really in my infant on the Raj is participating to the reason of in the certificate things and we have the living way of some of the idea of myself infant on the Raj. But spiritedly, the sky cloud creating God is called by the Dr. Rajan's name also came. He also possibly and orderly turned into to make Kun into the king of to destruct the eligible for the controller of 16 or plus 17 months. So he also going to the Surga Kadavul name of the jacking the heaven of Dr. Rajan's in front of the so, in the view of the magical powers and using visioning of the self, he got the display having the big accessory mobile with having the full magical momentable having inside the visioning, it having the many more of the magical source inside. Anytime it's flying amount to found some of the things didn't participating in the wherever the Dr. Roger stayed inside the world, he didn't having some of the spirit. He saw the truthable matter inside the display participating. He found out the matter and he agreed every whole body parts and full body parts agreed it is participating of the eye visioning about the things of the state. Some of the homicide protests also we have the outer world participating but the display having the you got the big mobile you saw some of the magical fantasyful magical source have the visioning heaven hello holy spirit having some of the source was roaming in the everywhere do some of the things because in the Dr. Roydons of myself I have the Facebook, Instagram IDs before my months. Before in my childhood, we have the things engaged like both in the Facebook and Instagram. I saw myself wonderfully to the reason of I can participate more notice code of my spirit of my own Namah Shiva in my hearing of the self, and I can go into the in my spirit of in myself. That is the reason. So I can. Happily living in my way of the life the display things Facebook Instagram I saw again I open that Instagram the source is try to show my some of the uploaded view of the in my videos photos it is instantly participating. I'm so happy the whole display source try to search my photo video only I can't able to because after got my display it shows the full magical hypnotic illusion we have inside the world. It's small display mobile like using of the visioning the house was destructed by my to the reason of I can already go to the many more houses I can similarly quickly I can go heaven kingdom house hell kingdom these all are called my in my houses heaven hell plus 4 kingdom plus 17 follow but suddenly if using my display mobile it was destructed by the display mobile in the name of my Surga Kadavul of myself I can found out the matter that is the reason. So I can got the visioning and feed the Instagram daily to using of the display camera to the approaches and some of the minded of the we are fantasyful and thoughts and feeling ecstasy of my minded. I can make camera and took a photos video every day and make uploaded the photos video Instagram in the 16 plus 17 moods daily and everywhere I took the roaming the street the 6 kingdom plus 17 kingdom my phone that every didn't have the above like in thousand view of the photo video uploaded in my in the Instagram Facebook but they didn't agree still in my life they didn't participating in the inside the app I found that the matter where I'm still inside the power magical source was spot out of the reason of some of the Instagram instantly in the Instagram Facebook in my name Dr. Rajan Stone into God's code key which is name of the infant Tonandraj of myself Surga Kadavalan Tonandraj. It was spot out of the magical fantasy. I can doubt that what is the still they didn't agree. I can found that the Surga Kodal spiritedly say in the way of the thought out of the uploaded things give the ecstasy. The I can make the in my mobile display into A4 sheet wrongly any of the participating they give the information of the uploader in my spirit and in my faces having the photos. That is the reason they say the matter of myself. So I can make happily living in my life. They didn't agree 16 and 17. That is the reason the 16 and 17 months destroyed by the Instagram, Facebook app daily. Still now they didn't agree of myself. Surga Kodal say the house is destroyed by the Android mobile. I came wrongly they do. I make A4 sheet small paper. The Surga Kodal in my doctor upload of the God's call cave which is in my app. That is the reason I found out the matter of myself. Still now I'm happily living in my life and gone into the display is participating about the magical powers, Instagram opening things, but it was part out of the Instagram map also. The reason of God's code key which is in my spirited, Dr. Rajan spirited my Mr. of myself of the also in the Mr. Men, woman plus gender I got. It was killed by myself. That the reason still now the Instagram is only so angerfully the Abbey memory of the God's called key which is gained foot subgocodal only participating everywhere. No places agree still now they didn't have a single time of the wherever they took by the video because daily I'm upload many more videos. They found out the matter sing within a lightning second they agree they are but they are try to turn into some of the things that is the reason the Instagram killed the 60 kingdom plus 17 more suddenly the reason of Surga Kodal didn't make any other traded lie to anyone happily living the universal to the reason of the Instagram map was killed by like in the God's called cave which is happened of myself. That is the reason I got the wings god and god and but minimal magical god I got it in my name the fairy tales code of myself but making the single second making the opportunity of living of the making number one human we are living life is participating but beyondly Maria Susi Borgam Maria Yesu Christ named life is participating beyondly Surgu Kodavul law in Putanadra and Surgu Kodavul life in the Aunt Putadra first life is participating Surgu Kodavul name it is participating in the outway station whom we said called like in the Aunt Putanadra is the Surgu Kodavul is named. So why take root movie clips I can and I can rotate my bone exist of the stories I can bond everything to the reason of some of the skill broke of the crores of poor people but died to the reason of can't able to feel the heaven only spirited above the sky cloud creating way of the writing high tech root movie clips of the writing of myself. They died and make some of the which things of myself that is I burned. Still now I'm so happily I can remember what how over this single second I can make it of myself. That is reason I can saved what reason the height I found out the matter in the wonder way of life but the high tech rule in your video way of living in your life took the camera for yourself your video it only participating to make some of the real truth love together having the feelings having got at what is a woman your video if you saw in your eyes wishing it is participating your six but disease is no more in the whole left chapter for yourself some of the things that is the reason of founder of the in the Itak group bottom said Dr. Roger still now the six kingdoms some quickly I go 16 of 17 most didn't agree they are instead that is the Instagram destructed everywhere the memory of the Sogu Kodal of the oil put on the only participating the way of myself Dr. Rogers spirited of myself single stick matchbox didn't got the place in the view of the these high tech road clip movies is the um 440 48 infinite destruction I living the senses of myself high tech root movie clips 48 infinite destructions This movie is participating 48 infinity destruction. Didn't want any of the food, but you can freely get. But this is the if you eat any of the liquid, if it is participating.